First question, on session objectives, ma'am, nasa loob na bang ating mga speakers? So, ang tanong po, on session, may I invite also, of course, Dr. Rosalina Villanes, our Chief from Teaching Learning Division.
Ito talaga.
So, question dito, ma'am, ang session objectives ay crafted ba ng teacher or given nasa list of competencies per session? Again, this is about the session objectives. Crafted ba ito ng teacher or nasa list of competencies on the catch-up Fridays? Anyone from our speaker? Or Ma'am Rose? Any answer po? Any view from our speaker? Nakita ko si Sir Ruel and Ma'am Jonah in one script. Sige po. Paano daw po ang mga session objectives natin? Ito po ba ay crafted ng teacher or nasa list of competencies na? Anyone po from our speakers? Anyone would like to answer the question? Ma'am Jonah from BCD, baka you would like to answer the question.
Sir Victor, saan mo kinuha yung competencies niyo? Saan nyo kinuha yung competencies niyo? Pero nandoon sa competencies.
Ayan, baka si Chief Rose would like to answer the question. Ma'am? Sir Ruel, you want to answer the question?
With regard the development of instructional objectives, tama po ba?
Yes po, opo.
Lahat ng ating batayan ay yung nasa curriculum standards natin. Ibig sabihin, katulad nung laging sinasabi natin kahapon pa na hindi tayo bubuo ng panibagong pamantayan, kundi kung ano ang nakalagay doon sa ating learning object sa instruction, sa ating mga learning competencies sa ating curriculum, whether it's MELCs and patatag curriculum. Ngayon, ang idea lang is that yung content and themes, yun yung mag-guide sa atin na kung itong learning competency na to ay pwede dito sa peace competency or values, yun na natin ipapasok. Kaya nga yung development or design ng content natin and themes ng values, ng health at ng peace education, lahat yan ay hinango natin or nakabatay sa ating learning competencies and standards ng ating learning areas.
Okay, so very clear naman, no? So it was all written in our curriculum guide. Wala namang ginagawa. So the second question po, in case po na pwede mas-swap, if the teachers preferred it, nabanggit naman din kanina na kung pwede daw po mag-modify, lalo na considering the context and needs of the learners. In our POV, pwede naman po maagrihan sana ng mga teachers as long as there is an equal distribution of the loading sa loads nila every Friday. It would be better to consider the expertise as well as the preference of teachers teaching. So kung pwede daw po mag-swap yung mga teachers na magtuturo na mas expert din sa larangan na yun.
Hello, Sir G and everyone.
Yes, po.
We already discussed that this morning. So those are school-based initiative. You know, like sabi ko nga, ang gagaling ng ating mga implementers kasi nakapag-isip sila ng ganyan. Kami kasi we cannot come up with palaging generic. Because iba-iba yung dating sa field. But we do appreciate, kasi hindi pwede, baka makahon sila. Kung baka magsabi kami na ganon, they will be backs of their initiative. And if they think that that's the best way for them to implement it, well, we really need to appreciate that and clap our hands for those ideas. For as long as it is clear to the teachers, para happy lahat. Kasi mahirap na kung if you don't talk about it and the teachers will find it very difficult to adjust. So alam nyo naman, social media is there. Kailangan lang talaga, we need to talk about it. Yun lang yun. And again, thank you so much for that suggestions. It should be a school-based initiative. Okay? The policy or the memorandum that we send to the field are suggestive. Okay? And we appreciate if our school heads and those in the field will be able to implement it using the context of their own, you know, space or learning spaces. So maraming salamat for that suggestion po. Okay? And
Sige po.
others may be learning from that and they'll be able to do that also in their own respective schools. So salute po ako sa mga ideas na ganyan. Okay?
If clarification.
Sir G, but the
Yes po.
bottom line is let us go back to the objectives of the uh, Ketchup Friday. Yun po, yun ang ating basehan. That our learners should be able to develop reading, critical thinking, and of course, the concept of these three very crucial elements of having a successful learning environment.
Okay, thank you so much. Ma'am, clarification lang daw po kasi kanina parang naguluhan sila. Medyo may conflict daw po sa presentation kanina. I think this is pertaining Ms. Shang on values education and Ms. Ayet sa reading. Sabi po kasi na-mention na pwede naman daw po na mag-change ng subject. Depende lang po sa strategy ng school. Importante lang daw po na ma-meet ang target na ma-meet ang target na successful ang implementation po ng Catch-up Fridays. Ano po ba talaga ang susundin? So maybe ano to, sa subjects.
Hindi, ulitin ko, because we don't want to we don't want to disturb, because we don't want to disturb the existing class program. So, we suggest that it should be that way. Pero as I've said, if a school-based initiative is thinking about doing it in a way that our teachers, those who are experts in reading will handle the reading, and those who are experts in values and health and peace will be handling it. And if they decide that reading will be in the morning and the three will be in the afternoon, then it's the decision of the field. Okay, it's the decision of the ones who will be implementing it. So what's the pleasure of the group? Hindi po siya inconsistent, but we're trying to, and again, we appreciated the field. We really salute the field of thinking of a ways and means to implement the catch-up program better. Okay, better in their context, but then what is non-negotiable is that we need to be in conformance with the objectives of the catch-up program. Yun lang yun po ang non-negotiable. What is non-negotiable is really the objectives. We really have to do that, or else we will be defeating the purpose of the Catch-up Friday.